Don't watch that. Watch this. This is the heavy, heavy monster sound. The nuttiest sound around. So if you're coming off the street and you're beginning to feel the heat, well, listen, Buster, you better start to move your feet to the rockinest, rock-steady beat of madness. One step beyond.
And it does look as though at some point I must have sorted these out because they're in some sort of order. Two-tone that run from 78 to about 280, the early 80s, born out of the Jamaican ska movement. So some of these, this was some of the first ones, which is 1979, so just before the 80s. That was probably the original one, Gangsters, that was 1979. That was the first sort of real release on two-tone label.
The art is being able to slip ideas in underneath all of that. I mean, you know, they're singing about unemployment, they're singing about racism, they're singing about teenage pregnancy. The bands are actually multiracial, and they signposted the way that UK culture was heading.
I might not have it here, but the most popular record of the time, which was actually 1981, which was Ghost Town by the Specials. It was released in about April, I think it was 1981, and it was literally within days of the Brixton riots.
Fires are still burning in Brixton in South London after an evening of rioting. A crowd attacked the police station and gangs of youths began burning and looting buildings.
Although the Specials came from Coventry, what was going on around Britain at the time was a lot of social deprivation. Inner cities were really run down, there was not a lot for the youth to do, unemployment was high. The song Ghost Town was a real social commentary record, and it sort of struck quite a chord with a lot of people, and that became a record of the year that year. I can remember Brixton riots especially because 1980 I started work at the age of 16. Didn't witness any of it, but witnessed the tension and the build up to it, which actually was quite scary at the time. And we had to actually board our shop up at, in Brockley because it was very close to a dairy just down the road from us. Several thousand milk bottles were nicked from the dairy overnight just before the riot started, and they were used as petrol bombs. At the time, Brixton riots was very big thing in the news, a big thing.
The process of reform has been hard, but Brixton was the catalyst for beginning the change in race relations across Britain.
That riot was the beginning of the change, and people started to recognise that we had rights.
The riot showed everybody that if you ignore a certain community for so long, you shit on them for so long, they're going to rise up.
So the music of the time, which a lot of it was this, two-tone, which I was into greatly. This was my era of being what was called a rude boy at the time, considering 1980 where I was 40 years old. This music, and very much I love this music. I still do today.